Now, amid growing hopes for a ceasefire in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, major developments have unfolded on both the military and diplomatic fronts. Ukrainian army denied Russian army's claims of fully liberating Kursk region from Kiev's forces. Elsewhere, US President Donald Trump posted that the two sides are very close to a deal. A report.
A thin ray of hope emerges as Russia signals its willingness to hold peace talks with Ukraine without preconditions. Russian President Vladimir Putin conveyed the message to US envoy Steve Witkoff during a 3-hour meeting in Moscow on Friday. President Donald Trump later posted that the two sides are very close to a deal, with most key issues already agreed upon, calling for an immediate end to the fighting. Russia on Saturday claimed full control over its Kursk region, driving out Ukrainian forces after months of intense fighting. Ukrainian troops had seized territory there in a surprise offensive last August, a move that had deeply embarrassed Moscow.
Today, the last settlement in the Kursk region, the village of Gornal, has been freed from Ukrainian units.
President Vladimir Putin hailed the recapture, calling Ukraine's offensive a complete failure. As diplomatic efforts gathered pace, Putin said clearing Russian soil of Ukrainian forces paves the way for further operations inside Ukraine.
I congratulate all personnel of all military units that took part in the defeat of neo-Nazi formations that invaded Russian territory in the Kursk region. The Kiev regime's adventure has completely failed, and the huge losses suffered by the enemy, including among the most combat-ready, trained and equipped, including with Western models of equipment, forces of the Ukrainian armed forces, and these are assault units, special forces, will certainly be reflected along the entire line of combat contact.
However, Ukraine's military denied Moscow's claims, insisting that its forces were still active in parts of the Kursk region. Ukraine's military said operations continue in select districts. Meanwhile, diplomatic effort gains momentum as US President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky met briefly at St. Peter's Basilica during Pope Francis's funeral on Saturday. Zelensky called the encounter potentially historic, hopeful that it could lead to a peaceful resolution. Taking to social media platform X, Zelensky wrote, "Good meeting. We discussed a lot one-on-one, hoping for results on everything we covered. Protecting lives of our people, full and unconditional ceasefire, reliable and lasting peace that will prevent another war from breaking out. Very symbolic meeting that has potential to become historic if we achieve joint results. Thank you, POTUS." With both battlefield and diplomatic fronts heating up, the world watches closely. Could peace finally be within reach? Amish Mahajan's report for DD India.